And then this came in. So this is a 2004 ZZR 250 Kawasaki. I'm not sure if this is a Ninja. It's not a Ninja, it's a ZZR. And they do that for the insurance rates, because if they call it a ZX, then it's a Ninja series and the insurance companies gouge and whatnot. But basically same thing. So this one had shifting problems, still has a bit of a shifting issue. Second gear is a bit beaten up on it, you can feel that. But I lubed all the pivot points on the shifter here, and this cover was missing, so there was no support for the shaft. The chain was dangling down, it wasn't lubed, so that'll affect the shifting. All these things culminate into affecting the shifting. And then on the other side, I took the clutch off and the shift fingers were bent that go on the drum underneath the clutch here, and so I put on a stronger spring, clutch fingers straightened out, put it all back together, lubed everything, and you can actually get it in second gear right now. And I suspect once it's warmed up and running, and you click it into first and then rolling, shifting in the second, it'll go into second quite slick, but not as slick as a new ZZR. So the guy dropped off the key today. I'm gonna try her out, try out the transmission, get her fired up. Okay. Of course the battery's too small. YTX 4-LS. It's supposed to be a YTX 12, I think. BS. So past a safety with that kind of battery in it. And look at the wiring. It's, oh god, it's just like thin gauge wiring everywhere. Got the old trusty backup going on. Pretty much starts anything. Cold-blooded. Let her warm up. These things always are hard to get into second when they're sitting still, even if they're in good shape. A lot of bikes are like that, but this one didn't. This one didn't want to shift into second at all. It was quite the fight. So I think second's a little disadvantaged on this one for sure. Between the shift fork, the pads, the dogs, the mating dogs, the shift rails. It's definitely previously enjoyed. Works good. I was going to mention to him that he needs new brakes. I see he's already got brake pads sorted out. Chinese brake pads. Soleto, I think. Coleto? Kileto. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But it's guaranteed race technology from China for sure, and this is Give a Safe Journey by the Wont E-Commerce Company Limited. That's quite a mouthful, isn't it? So anyways, maybe I'll sell them a good set of EBC centered, I don't know, might be better than that. What's amazing about this bike, however, is that it went through a safety check before it came here. So when you buy a bike in Canada from another province, the government requires you to do a safety check, and it's kind of a racket, it's a bit of a joke. And so it needed steering head bearings, so he had to do that, and he had to do a few other things, and then he passed it with flying colors, so it's safe to go. But I found it needs rear brakes, and more worrying, it has this fairing that's kind of falling off. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic, but I think that might be a safety issue. What do you folks think? Also, the front end is bent, so that's kind of interesting. Past safety with a bent front end, and they did the steering head bearings and failed to notice that the front end's bent and the fork seals are starting to leak. Probably because the seals are stressed out, because the stanchion, which is the chrome part here, is bent. So that's the kind of safeties the shops, well, some shops do and can't. I don't want to invoke the wrath of everybody, but it's really not that uncommon. I love the zip ties. There's 2 on each side, just for safety. Hope you enjoyed that little video. Have a good night.